career development LinkedIn. So today we talk about LinkedIn, and I wanted to do a deep dive, but a practical deep dive on LinkedIn, where we go into LinkedIn and have a look at LinkedIn. So any one of you who would like to be the guinea pig from having a look at the profile? If not, then we use my profile. I'm fine with that as well.
No, I'm happy with using mine, so we can correct and change stuff.
Okay. Let me find you. Or first, share my screen. Sarah is the guinea pig. Hey. I can't share what's going on here. Let me check.
Today, none of my technology stuff was working, so maybe, I don't know.
You think it's not mine too?
Exactly. There's a thing.
Yeah. Can you see it?
Yes.
Okay. Where are you? How can it be that you're not the first, Sarah?
I don't know.
What's your...
Martos is my surname.
Yeah, no, because like your email, you use your middle name in between.
No. I don't have middle name. Just Sarah.
Good. So LinkedIn. We start with number one thing, that's the link. I said that last time already, I think, but it's always worth it to repeat. You can change LinkedIn in a way that you have your own link on top, not numbers. So this is already a very good example. Then obviously Sarah has worked already on her profile, which is visible. Number one thing is she has a background picture, and because I work a lot with LinkedIn in the moment because I do reviews of profiles of executives. And I did this today for a call, and executives running, just to give you an example, running a 200 million company, no background picture. So this is good as well, that the photo is zoomed in so that you can see the face, and then you have colors that are matching, which is very, very good. And then as well, very clear creative strategy consultant. People can think about what it is. And then what she is doing, translating ideas into strategies that are 15% more profitable and more impactful. Very good example, luckily. So why is this important? So people will understand that what she's doing, translating ideas into strategies. Everyone can think about this, but then it's a measurable outcome, 15% more profitable and impactful. So that means what she's doing is driving profit. So the people that look at her profile will understand that she is a creative strategy consultant, and then she's translating ideas into strategies with the focus on creating profit and impact. And then she added facilitator, design, and innovation. Sorry, Sarah, when I'm talking to you in third person.
That's okay. I feel like very important. It's like these people that describe
No, you
themselves in
are.
third person.
No, it's just easier for people to understand that watch the review, the video later on. So this is extremely good. And then of course you can see as well that she has her link, visit my website. I'm now clicking on that to see that we're ending up at her website, which you might not be able to see. Or do you now see?
We see it.
We see it, yeah.
How do I go back to LinkedIn now? There. So, which is very good. So people get a very quick understanding of what she is about in just the upper section. Then we go into the second part, which is the about. And what we see here is that she did another clever move to add her website on top. So people directly see, oh, she has a website. Even if they, let's say, if they oversee visit my website, they still see this in the about section. And then let's go back. How do you do that? What you can see as well, before I clicked, you see the top skills: strategy, innovation, consulting, problem solving, and communication. You can change these top skills so that they're visible, whatever you want to have there. And then she has her about section. In the first part, she talks about her why. So it's kind of very high level understanding of what she is about. And then she starts with her story. So that gives people understanding of what she is about. And then it goes deeper to that's what she is, who she is, and then what she's doing today. And then a trigger ready to explore more. Let's connect. So it's kind of a call to action. Well done, Sarah.
I don't know where I got all of this.
I also know. No, this it's really good. It's really, really good. And of course, the colors and so on, this is all personal preferences, but of course, as well, looking into whom you want to attract to. And then we have featured section. Translate your ideas that are 15% more profitable impact for. That's a link, and that goes to your website. Okay. One thing I see with this one, the photo might not be 100% connected. From a look and feel, I mean. Not from what is on the photos, like ideas, I get it from the whiteboard behind you. But if you look at this and then you scroll down, it's different.
But that's a good point because I was actually wondering, no? So maybe I should put just like a picture. It could be the same one, but with the background, the yellow background that I have.
Exactly. That's what I
So
was
then,
thinking. I'm now thinking truly 100% branding.
yeah,
If you look at branding, then this will enable you to, oh, that's something designed, because this looks like a normal post, you know?
yeah, definitely.
I can just go to my example. So I have this blue background and this blue colors, and then you go down to my example, which is matching that 100%. Do you see that? So it's the same color language, at least.
Yeah.
Not saying that's a must, it's just this is now really detailed already. But what is good that you have the link there, because this is an easy way to attract people to where you want them to go. And then we have the activities, and obviously then the experience. What is directly good that you go more into bullet point format here. So it's easy for people to understand. Same here. This is hard to read. Maybe what you could be doing is having like an empty space in between. I'm not sure even if that works. But do you see what I mean? Just
Yeah, it's like
it's a lot, and it's kind of, people might not read it because it's so much, but there's valuable information in it. As well, very good that you have the links down below here, like what are the things you did, the media connected to it, which people will click on and then look into details if they're interested in the details. Here you don't have like bullet points. I would stick with the same format if that's possible. It's just easier to read, easier to understand. And one thing you could improve when it comes to these things is always putting, which you have done super well here, focusing on what is the outcome. I would focus here on what, not just what you did, is what is the outcome you created with
yeah,
all of it.
that could be a good plan because I did that with my CV and the CV that it's
Exactly.
on. on my website, but I didn't change it here. Maybe it's something I could do, that it's really as you have it on your website, responsibilities, marketing, communication, whatever, and then achievements.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could be something to change.
Yeah, and then the rest is pretty much standard. Certifications, yes. Projects is good. Volunteering is always good. Skills, courses. Where do you have endorsement stuff? So you don't have anyone who gave feedback to you, right?
You mean
Like,
recommendations? No, maybe I should ask for them.
yeah. It just gives another level of like people that endorse you. It's super detailed, but people look at that. I've heard.
Yeah, definitely. I was going to on the languages, it was interesting because I realized that if you have, I don't know, if you speak different languages, the order is alphabetical order. So for me, it wasn't that meaningful because I'm happy to speak Catalan, but it's not the first language I want to
Yeah.
highlight. So what I did is delete all the languages and added just as like you add it as one unique language and you put all the languages you speak. Then you can see all of them in a line. I found that useful.
Nice. Very cool tip. Yeah. Let's look at your posts. So what I always do when I look at this, so this is how people will see it, not the details. So we see here. So you have a hook, which is one of my client has launched a pilot to test her new business idea. That's a hook that grabs attention if people are interested in new business ideas. And then you get them in. To define the service we designed, we're diving into some key. So that's kind of the second hook that gets people in, and then you click deeper, which is very good example. So I always look at these things first. Same here. How can we live a life worth living? And then second hook, and then you get people detail. Obviously, what you have here is the picture and then something in a different language. That might be difficult for people. I mean, now you can click translation. It's just like you're writing in English and that's Spanish. Maybe what you could try next time, you just write this here in Spanish.
Yeah, I thought about that. This is a good tip because there was I was thinking like I followed this master class last week. It was in Spanish, but at the same time, what the audience I'm talking to is mostly in English. I live abroad. I live in Amsterdam. If I want to have opportunities, I want them to be able to understand. So I was also thinking, or I could write it in English and Spanish. That could be another option. And in this case, first the Spanish text maybe, or yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, for your text, I think it's okay. It's just it's confusing because what they see is this. In the end, you want people to go into into this article. At least that's how it looks like when you post this.
Yeah,
It's
I
kind of,
mean,
hey, this is an amazing article, and you want to share that article. That's why you share this.
yeah, because they do these monthly master classes about different topics that I find interesting. So I attended one, and those were my takeaways, but maybe it shouldn't be with every post. It should just be a post by itself.
Yeah, it might drive more engagement if you do that.
Mm.
Because it's just two different languages, and the people that are not speaking Spanish, they might even not look here what you wrote.
Can I say
Yeah.
something?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, in the past, I was using the same post in German, English, and Spanish. So maybe it can fit for your strategy now. So I took the text all in Spanish, put the post, and then I took the same text and then I write in German, and the last one was in English. So I found that it was like a scale from languages. First one Spanish, second one German, and third one English. For me, was working really well. Maybe it's a good idea to test for you.
Yeah, definitely. Maybe it is a good idea to test in different languages.
Even for you in Catalan, that's gonna work because there's a lot of people in Barcelona or in Catalonia. They are really active on LinkedIn.
Yeah, it's at least it's a possibility to test something. Then this is very good. So you link to a blog post of yourself, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a blog post, that's the wrong saying. How it's called?
Article on LinkedIn.
Yes, article. Sorry, I was blanking. Super good. This is a good example for people that want to go more into utilizing LinkedIn, because you can write articles and then drag people into a deeper level of what this is about. Now comes my system question. Do you have the same article on your website?
Yes.
Nice.
I'm learning. Yes, and actually I have another question on that, because I realized that since I'm working with you, I'm doing this regular articles and putting them also on the website. But I also have articles from my previous life as a journalist, and I started uploading those old articles to my website, and I realized that they have nothing to do with these articles that I'm posting now because of the topic, the style, the everything. So perhaps it makes sense to separate them, like have this as the article section in the website, and then open another section that is called stories or something like that, where I upload my favorite articles. I'm not sure.
And you can have it in the same blog section if you talk about the website functionality, and then just classify it differently, and then just create different sub buckets of that. I can show you. I can show you what I mean. It's maybe complicated to understand. So what I have my blogs are podcasts. So I have this is my main podcast. It's the Jens Heitland Show with all the different episodes. And then what I did here is leadership episodes. It's a subsection of my podcast. So it's all episodes that are connected to leadership.
Oh, okay. So maybe that
So
makes sense.
they're content-wise, they're all in the same structure. I just built then an extract of that, and that's automated in Squarespace at least. Same with this episodes. It's just the format. So it's still the same blog post. Now it goes back to the podcast. If you see the link here, podcast home, and then episode 228. It's just an easy way to do that. Then it's just you don't need to have 500 different blogs. You have one blog and you can just distribute it as you like.
That might make more sense. So then, because I also wanted people to see like all the articles kind of
Exactly
together, but not together.
Yeah.
Together, but not mixed.
Yeah.
So I might do that.
Now, all in all, super. I mean, here's again the Spanish English version. What you see here, the engagement when you share links is always lower. Like you see, this is your original content. And it's just first impression. I don't know in details. It's just it's lower than your article. But it's good. Did you check your analytics if your followers are growing since you have started regularly posting?
On LinkedIn, no,
Yeah.
I haven't checked actually. No.
Maybe that's something you could look into. Just curious for
To
yourself.
see if my
You don't need to share it.
No, but I'll check.
Maybe from your learnings, what are the things that are working well for you on LinkedIn, and what is kind of still question mark?
This part of the languages was a question mark because, as you see in the last week, I did it twice, and before I didn't do it. So
Yeah.
that was a question mark. Then also the part of, does it make sense to repost or just write my own thingy and then just leave the link of the original thingy in the comment, which I think it's the best. No? And what is working? Taking a bit of pressure on myself is working. Like not saying, oh, you have to post every day. No, because that puts like a lot of pressure on it. And it's like, it's fine if a couple of days you don't post, but then try to also do things that help you to post. I explain myself.
Yeah.
Which things help me to post? Listening to a podcast, reading a book, attending a masterclass, going to a museum. All these things help me, or even just going for a run. Why? Because in the end, what I'm thinking now, everything that I do, I try to maximize it. Like I'm running, okay, is there something from this experience that I could talk about that is connected to my job? Before I was not thinking about this. And maybe there's nothing. Maybe I'm just enjoying and that's perfect. But maybe there is. Actually, yeah, I'm in this museum and the way this is designed is very connected to a strategy. And then I look up something and then I have something to read about, to write about. So this has changed a bit, no, my mindset, and it makes it now more enjoyable. Not like the pain of I have to post to to be like visible. No, it's more like what do I enjoy doing, and let's write about that.
Yeah, that's cool. Because in the end, if you don't enjoy it, you are not going to keep doing it. That's a critical part.
Maybe I need to share the comment of the Snoop Dogg here. It's not about the money, it's about the love.
It is.
It's an amazing post.
This is sometimes if you just look at LinkedIn or any other platform as an influencer, you're only about the money. It's not about the deeper connection to other people or what you want to express and who you are about. It's just what is the fastest way to money. And that's working maybe short term, but never long term.
I'm with you. So in this case, we agree in this stuff. Go to the deeper connection, because if you build a deeper and a healthy connection, the money is gonna come. That's the consequence of this deeper work. For this reason, as for me, it's really important to go to the person. The money is gonna come, and if we do the stuff we do with love, the love is gonna pay back. The money is gonna come. There's not another end. As the money is gonna come. That's all. That's all what you need to know.
Agree, 100%. Questions on LinkedIn?
I have one. What about auto liking? When you post something and the first hair is coming from yourself.
I mean, yourself, like yourself.
Yeah.
I don't do it, but it's possible.
Yeah, it's possible. That is an open question for me, because in the past I was putting one post and the first hair was from myself. And a good friend of mine told me, hey man, that is really ugly. Don't do that anymore. Since that day, I don't auto like my post no more.
I missed that. What was the answer? I got disconnected.
No, it's in the recording. Sorry.
No.
No, I don't know. I don't do it because like you just said, Frank, it feels awkward. Like people look at your post and you're the first person that liked and nobody else. It feels like weird for the people that look at it. Maybe if you have like 200 likes, it doesn't matter. But I don't know.
But he told me the first one it's not from you, man. Also, please go ahead, go away, and let the people like, not yourself. Because my Sarah, my friend, told me, Frank, that is really ugly if you put the first heard in your post.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I have not tried if it makes any difference.
I don't think it makes any difference because I've been trying different things just to see
Yeah.
if I don't know, for example, I don't like it the first one maybe, but I'm trying, I don't know, if someone else liked it, then I wait and I see if I like it like 8 hours later, if that makes like more people see it.
Yeah.
Because it's like there's an interaction, no? And I don't think it makes any difference. And at the same time, is what Frank says, that at some stage, I mean, I've done it in the last posts, but it feels weird, like to like your own post.
That's really ugly, told my friend to me.
What definitely works, I have been part of a group that is supporting each other. So it's called PLC, promote, like, and comment. No, post, like, and comment or something. So it's like a group of friends that are supporting each other. So it's a separate WhatsApp group they have created. And as soon that someone is posting, they just drop the link into the WhatsApp group and everyone is commenting and liking. So it's not yourself, but it's like a version of that where it's a group of 5 or 10 people. They're all commenting on each other to drive the posts up. That works, definitely.
That's a hype.
Yeah.
You get the push.
Yeah. But it's more a question if people want to do that.
Yeah, that is an open comment that they have always. So supporting is for free. If your friend is posting something, go put a heart, share, comment, like. It's
Yeah,
really easy, man. But the people
it
don't
is.
understand that this small action can have a big impact around the comment, and that is really easy. No, it's not money. It's maybe 1 minute, 45 seconds. Like
Yeah.
it, I like it. Congrats, well done. Go ahead. Easy going.
Yeah. Good point. Commenting. So one of the things I have explored, I don't do it too often because everything what I do is scheduled, and it looks like I'm all the time on LinkedIn or any other platform, but I'm not. One of the things I have seen working extremely well if I'm doing that consistently is commenting, but commenting deeply. So it's not just, hey, well done. It's contributing to the post, but contributing so that everyone who is inside of the post and is commenting or liking it gets something out of that. This is it takes way more time, but it's working super well. So when you do this I did this a couple of times with the UN. So there was a post coming from the like UN program or something. I commented, I was in the first 5 comments, luckily, and my post got like 30, 50 likes if you write something thoughtful. So that definitely works if you have the time and do that. I'm pretty sure it works 100%. If you do this more and more often to bigger companies, the people you target, it definitely works.
I have another question. the the length of the post also for me works really well. Short post. No something we are doing sustainability in that way. Green technology, green engineering, something like that. For me, it's running really well, but I don't know if maybe I need to try longer post on my feed. Because for me now is, as I said before, is running really well. Maybe I don't know. I don't know if I need to try another strategy, going longer postings with the picture or something like that. What do you think about that?
You can always test. Like you don't need to do 20 long form posts, just do 1 to test.
Mm.
I'm a big fan of testing things and evaluating over time.
I got to this conclusion because from the beginning my posts they were really long, and I realized that people was not able to read all the content. For this reason, I took the decision, okay, maybe shorter one with the hooks, as you say before, and or maybe a small summary about the posting. In my case, sustainability, automotive, and fashion. That's the three topics I speak always on my postings.
Yeah.
Um,
Try, I mean, what you can test is doing an article like Sarah was doing.
I did some of them. They are on LinkedIn and on my personal website as well.
Good.
I was thinking, Frank, I'm also like with this question in mind, like the good thing is that you post very consistently. Even if I don't want to see you, I see you. Every morning I open LinkedIn and there you are. So you're in my thoughts always, which is good. So what you're doing is working because you're present. But at the same time, sometimes your hooks are interesting, and I would like to know more about what's your thought about that topic. Like, it's sometimes it's I think a bit short because I want to know more, but that could be good because it invites me to check your website to see what you do. So it has like a double no, because on the other hand, in my case, I think my issue is the other one. I read two long posts, and I'm now thinking of maybe going shorter and just keeping the long reflections for articles, and keeping the post way shorter, because it's true, people don't want to read that much. They want to see three key ideas, and if they are interested, they will click to know more or just look it up on your website. So yeah, I'm also divided.
Just test.
That's a good point, because in normally sustainability is a boring issue, and the people don't want to read about the CO2 reduction, how many tons per year, how is the name of the company who's doing that. That is so corporate, and sometimes the people don't want to read or go deeper in this data. For this reason, I took the decision, okay, small summary, we are doing that, and that. And now I got this idea. Maybe I put the link inside the post to go to my website to open the article. That's a good idea. Thank you.
Test it.
Mm-hmm.
The one thing we haven't talked about in this call is we focus way too much on the likes and stuff when it comes to LinkedIn. In the end, what really counts is how many people get onto your website. And that sounds always weird, because LinkedIn, the algorithm in LinkedIn might support you today and tomorrow not anymore. And then you're like, shit, what I'm doing. To your point, Sarah, if you have this consistency, people will notice that you're there. And that's like I always say, the Coca-Cola effect. It's kind of, Frank is there, which is a connection between you and him without you thinking about it. And if you create the same thing with other people over time, they just take you, oh, there he is again. You might not consume the content in details, but it's there. And when you are looking for a solution that is connected to what he is doing, you know whom to talk to. Like the number one, if you think about sustainable fashion, you want to know more, it's Frank. So that's branding. That's long-term branding. Everyone knows what you are about. Sustainable fashion, car, like what you just said. Everyone knows that you are the person in my ecosystem. I don't know anyone who is into sustainable fashion linked to car industry. Nobody. You're the only one person I know in the whole world. And that's the same for everyone else that sees you. You are the only person that is this. And that's you. And when they need something that goes into that direction, they will ask you. And that, like you said, that might take 10 years, but they know it's you.
Now it's coming a new trend about sustainability, but no link with the cars. Even
You're on mute.
okay. I was saying that now the trend is sustainability.
You're on mute.
I don't know why.
Wasn't me. Like he talks too much.
uh, really?
Now you're mute again.
There might be something automatic, like somewhere, like on the headphones.
Really, I don't know.
Speaking,
And now it's working, no? Okay. Okay, I got the prize from NY about sustainability in fashion. I got the stuff the last week, and for me, it's a big honor because I never know that someone in the US were looking for the stuff we are doing here. And this is a good point. There is there's no people doing what I do. And yesterday I discovered a guy here in Berlin. He is doing something similar, but it's not the same. And we are really different. We work with leather, but he works with another kind of leather, with another kind of sourcing. And we can co-living together because this is space for both. And we are really differentiated about the material, about the products, about the publicum, about the ecosystem itself. And the only difference now is that I do my homework every day. And I got that since I met Jens time ago, and I implemented the system. It's consistency every day doing the stuff. If you don't want to be every day doing the stuff, take the Sunday, take the Saturday, the day you want to do that, and you can program all the stuff. But you need to have the content before, because if not, you're gonna lose a lot of time thinking what to post. Because it was my big mistake in the past. Okay, now I got the inspiration. Okay, cars, fashion, design. What? No, you need to be done. The job must be done before you start to post.
One thing I would like to add to what you said is you mentioned the other guy in Berlin. He could be doing 100% exactly the same leather and everything you do. It's still different because it's you.
Yeah.
He's not like you.
It's totally different. On Friday, I got the invitation to another event, and then I discovered another niche inside the fashion here in Berlin. It's a niche with the 3D accessories for male and for female. For me, it's a new stuff because I'm focusing only on leather, because leather is the material I have. If I start exploring another way, maybe I can lose this trend or my inertia to still developing the project. For this reason, the leather for me is the number one, and I'm gonna still over there. Maybe another trend is gonna come, and another guy can take this stuff and we can collaborate in the future. The collaboration is another big key in the business itself.
Yeah. Agree. Good. Let's get to an end. Any more questions on LinkedIn? Nothing.
Yes, I do have questions. Sorry, I couldn't unmute myself. I'm the other way around. No, I was wondering, because some friends asked me, does it make a difference to have premium? Is it worth it to have premium if you're looking for a new job?
I would say it might not make a huge difference. It's just it enables you to see more. I'm not sure if the algorithm is truly changing on how many people see your post, to be honest. But definitely when it comes to seeing more of the other people, like who looked at your profile and all of that things.
And maybe perhaps, I don't know if you have normal LinkedIn, you cannot send emails, not to people, you cannot contact people that you don't have in your network.
Yeah.
And like this, I can send messages to people that haven't accepted my request, for example. But then also I realized that I don't know if it makes a change because they haven't accepted me and they don't reply to those messages either. So I wonder, does it make a difference? And maybe when with the positions, it says you're in the top 20% of applicants, but I wonder how real that is. Where does this come from? These stats, not that place you, or they offer you jobs that they say you would be a top applicant, and then you check the requirements, you need to be an engineer, and it's like there's not a word, like there's not the keyword engineer in my profile anywhere. I'm not an engineer. I have nothing to do with engineers. So it's a bit funny, and that's why also I wonder if it actually makes sense to pay the subscription.
It really depends what you're after. I think if you have the job search, you have certain functionalities. If you have sales, you have certain functionalities. But if we look at an individual post, I don't know if that makes the difference, depending on what you want to do with it. Khulud, you have experience with sales, I know.
Yeah. So responding to Sarah, activating the LinkedIn for the hiring, it's more working with, if you are working in the HR, but it was very beneficial to me, and we can cut this please from the video, to see Jens's post for asking for assistance, because he's out of my circle, like he's out of my country, he's out of my Middle East. I live in Cairo, Egypt, so there is no way to get any post in Netherlands. But it opens when it comes to the LinkedIn feature for the searching for a job. This is exactly what they can do, but they cannot secure you a job. They can open other areas in the world that you cannot reach with your, because the algorithm in LinkedIn, this is by experience, they show you what's in your circle, what's in your country, what's in the countries around you, and so on. But reflecting the posts and everything, no, it doesn't do that. But if you are working in HR and you are targeting people, like you are posting something and you want to get more people from different countries, you can do that through the LinkedIn Premium. Also, it can open windows to you to different countries if you are searching for a job. When it comes to sales, seriously, they are booming because they remove all the restrictions, like all the restrictions when it comes to sales, but it costs more money, to be honest. So I didn't do it anymore. But yeah, I can say that the LinkedIn Premium was one of the, like, my luckiest reasons to meet Jens Heitland. And this is not because he's here, seriously.
We cut this out. No, we keep that in.
No, keep that. Keep the last one. So yeah.
Any more questions on LinkedIn? Anything to cover?
Oh, the background, the contacts, maybe the name over there in the link. We spoke about that. The quality of the pictures, they shall be professional. It can be like, I don't know, more efficiency, like no coloring background or something like that. What do you recommend, Jens? Because I have tons of different pictures with different backgrounds in different places. And believe me, I don't filter the pictures.
I would test. What I see as higher the quality of the picture, as better the post performs.
Okay.
And that's why I'm doing a photo shooting in 2 weeks for myself again with a professional photographer. It's just that one of the reasons I want to have different photos that I'm posting. The other thing is I want to have high quality photos for myself. And I do this now, or I'm going to do it every 3 months. Because then we can just use different photos and you can reuse them all the time. But it's just, you do half a year this kind of photos, then you do half a year that kind of photos. But test it. I would just test it. If you have so many photos, test it.
I have tons of that. And that is a good idea because during the year, we are transforming our physical appearance, no? Even we can be more fitter, maybe we can use another kind of style. That's good. That is really good. now I got really lucky to meet the Mo. Now he's our photographer, videographer, and he's doing amazing stuff. And he proposed to me to do like a documentary, to go ahead to YouTube with the history behind and all this kind of new communication stuff. Because believe me, with the cameras, I have the camera of my phone, and that's all. I have zero skills doing editing.
Yeah, but this makes a huge difference. Like professional videos and professional photos is game changer.
Okay. Yeah,
You will see directly a different impact.
I saw the stuff on Instagram because he was using his
I've seen
camera. Wow, it's totally different.
Yeah.
And the interaction of the people as well.
Yeah.
No
Good.
more questions.
That's it. Thank you very much. Do we need to do photo?
Oh yes, of course.